Hey everybody, Art Conforti here. Looking forward to going to the boat show tomorrow. Friday, Saturday, Sunday in Sarasota. Now, let me tell you, quick observations and some tips I'm going to give you that you're going to want to make sure you know. Look, if you're a seasoned boater and you've bought a lot of boats in your life and you know what you're doing, this might not be for you. But I always say if you can take one thing to carry away, it's worth watching for a few minutes. So let's go and get right to the point. You have to pay to go to a boat show. Many people don't know this and they're going for the first time. If you call a local boat dealer, they will most likely give you comps as their guest to go. When you go in, go visit the boat dealer. Don't just walk in and get lost in the crowd. It's not nice, and give them a chance to at least talk to you and show you what they have. Understand that the dynamics have all changed. I called up the owner of Quality Boats and left a message for him back in 2020 when COVID was starting, and I warned him. I said, David, there's going to be a huge influx in boat sales. Nobody was believing me. That's okay. I just felt like, if everyone's got to stay home, what else is there to do? I particularly love my boat. I bought my very first boat from Quality Boats in 2017. Bought it right at the show, did a test drive. Somebody had a contract in on it before me. It fell through. I was next in line. I got it. And guess what I had for the first year? Nothing but issues. Very small ones, but I had issues, which means they have to be out at your boat. You've got to be home to meet them, and on and on. I said, this is a brand new boat. The only difference between buying a new boat and buying a used boat is who's going to pay for those calls. So it's under warranty. Do you realize most boats are all hand built? Some individual built that boat for you, and people with their own two hands put those pieces together. Things can happen. For example, my generator was installed too high. It was catching a lot of air, so therefore shutting down. It took a long time to figure that out. Now, the boat I'm on right now is a 36 Flybridge. Had issues on that for the first year. Then what do you hear? Well, it's a used boat. What'd you expect? Well, you know what? Every boat is going to have issues. It's a matter of who's going to pay for them, how much time do you want to spend on it, and how important is it to you? Are you worried about what people are going to say, or are you just going to go out and enjoy yourself? So just remember, new boat, warranty issues. Used boat, boat issues. The common denominator between the two are issues. It is what it is. I have had my boat 5 years. Over 2,000 hours on this one. The Regal, I did 1,000 hours in 3 years. I love boating. The enjoyment and pleasure that it gives me is well worth it. Now, some other thoughts that you need to consider. How long are you going to be willing to be down and not have your boat? What does that mean? You could, if you're going to get, for example, pods. I absolutely positively will not have pods in my next boat. I've realized I really love this boat. I've gone through every piece of this boat. Everything in this boat is pretty much brand new. Why would I want to change it? I love it. It's fiberglass. It's solid. It's phenomenal. I thought this was a beater. It's a carver. They have a very mixed reputation. But one thing for sure, they have a lot of room and you get a lot of bang for the buck. I thought it was a budget boat. Well, I fell in love with it. You know what you're buying when you buy a boat? You're buying an engine. You are buying motors. So it boils down to that. Most of your better boats are all using Volvo. Volvo is the premium brand. They build them for boats. Cummins is great, but Cummins are generally for trucking and automotive industry. I don't know if that's the big difference, but I use Tampa for my supplies. If you need anything for your Volvo, I get everything sent to me within 2 working days. Derek Gallo is the best. You need his number, I'll get you whatever you need. Any parts. I don't wait. I don't want to wait. So, what you need to ask someone, if you're buying a new boat, ask them, what is your turnaround time with the service department? Are you going to be down for months? Because if you're in Florida, couple months isn't a big deal. We have 12 months of summer. But if you're up north and you're down for a month or two, there goes your summer. Something to really think about. How long will I be down? How long should I expect to wait if I call for the warranty work? Okay, so it's under warranty. Everybody's buying pods right now. those pods have a lot of issues on them with them when you hit something, when you have your servicing at the end of the year, your boat has to come out of the water. A lot of work has to be done. So I don't know why. I don't know why. So I know what you're going to hear now. Saying this, oh, you listen to that guy talking about pods being no good. Well, ask him, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. I will only have a straight shaft. I only want simplicity. If something goes wrong and I'm in the Bahamas, I want to know that anybody can get down there and work on my boat, because I sure can't. Not the same with pods, especially Volvo. My gosh, everything is custom and they're certified. They have to use their computers. So you need to ask the salesperson, how long should I expect to wait for service? Very important question. And if that wasn't worth your time watching this, I don't know what was. Because you're excited. Do you know that they build the boats for women? The look, the feel, the smell. It's all for women. Because if your wife or significant other loves that boat, you've got a pretty good shot you're getting that boat. So keep that in mind as well. If you're a newbie, understand the startup fees and expenses. I know you've probably heard 10% of the cost of the boat is what it costs to operate a boat. Well, that's pretty close. I mean, so let's understand what they are. The boat, if it's in the water, has to be scrubbed, cleaned, whatever way you want to call it, and that's once to twice a month. In the summertime, twice a month your boat needs to be cleaned. They're going to scrub down the bottom, get all the barnacles off, but how do you know they're doing it? Ask for pictures and a video. Then cross-check them with somebody. I create websites and rank businesses all over the country. I took Rob from Quality Hull Cleaning to the top of his search results in 1 month. He has been wonderful to work with and so grateful and appreciative for all I've done for him. He's happy to help me whenever I have a referral for him. So ask Rob to give you a second opinion. Ask anybody. It's going to be well worth your $100 that you're going to spend to have this done. But at least you'll know that everything is right and you don't have to worry about being roped in. Please don't let it go without being checked. I can tell you story upon story, and I will if you want to contact me. But be careful, because you don't know if they're doing the job. They go down there, they give you a great deal, and next thing you know, they're out. How do you know? And then what happens is the performance of your boat will get sluggish if it's not cleaned right. My mechanic takes care of everything on my boat. I have one person I call from head to toe. He manages, cleans everything. If he can't do it, he gets me somebody that can do it, and it's done with a guarantee behind it. So that's your call. I can help you find people if you need them. Next, where are you going to keep your boat? Try finding a slip today. Oh my God. I went through it for a little while. It is the worst. So you're not going to be able to find a place easily. If you get a 50 or 60 footer, you really got to think. Those are ridiculously difficult to try to dock anywhere. So be careful when you get over that 30-foot range where you can't, if you can't trailer it anymore, you're at the mercy of everybody. They see you coming, they know, and if you can work that into your deal and negotiate a spot, then great. So you have cleaning and upkeep of the boat, you have storage of the boat, and then your maintenance. Don't skip any of that. It's very important that you keep that up, because I love knowing when I go up to the helm to start my boat up, I feel pretty sure it's going to start up 99% of the time. And if I even hear the slightest peep, I note it, I record it, and I give it to my mechanic to look after for me. That's how I take care of my things. Every little detail is covered. So if you do that, you can count on some really good times. Next up, your family. Are they really going to like going out as much as you do? I know mine doesn't. They don't. I don't know why. I've got a daughter who is set on, I'm not interested in this, so therefore, either is her daughter. So I wish I had a better chance at it, but I don't, and it is what it is. But she doesn't like boating, and her daughter, obviously, that's what's going to happen in your family. Whether it's a son, a daughter, whatever, This isn't just me. This is everybody. That picture of all the kids running around and coloring and playing games and sitting at the dock singing songs is very rare, but it could be true. Just make sure that you take the time to really ask your family, are you for this? Do you like it? Because guys get really obsessed with boating. And if you're a fisherman, ask them, would you like to be with me when I go out fishing? Or would you rather me not get this boat and continue to go fishing with the guys? Wouldn't you like to be with us? Chances are you're going to get your lunches made. You're going to have a lot of fun. They'll look after you. You can go out and have a great time and know that everything's taken care of. Not to say every woman's a maid. They love you. They want to take care of you. So that's what they'll do. My son loves to fish. What do? I'm the captain. I drive the boat. I make him pasta. I cook for him. I make stuff. I clean up, and they have a great time. Makes me happy too. That's what we do as parents. Make sure you ask those questions. Make sure you understand that if they bring their friends on the boat, you're responsible for everybody. No ifs, ands, or buts. And I don't want to hear this, I took their keys so they can drink on my boat. Not true. They can, but you're responsible. The Florida Patrol, whatever they call FWC, and whether it's the Marine, whether it's the state, whatever, these guys are watching, and they're watching like hawks. I wish they did it more, but they're looking for people under the influence, and especially if you're young, they're coming after you. How do you beat them? Do the right thing. Don't be stupid. Drink, moderate within moderation. If you're not supposed to drink, don't. And don't go blaming the police officer for pulling you over. Make sure you're doing the right thing, because there's a lot of fatalities out there. It's scary to get hit on a boat. I got hit last year on a boat. You just can't teach people experience. So if you can hear one thing from me, the lunatic motorcycle rider that came down here, I'm a little different, especially out in the water. Boats are wonderful. They're beautiful to have and use, but you have to be careful and realize that you're dealing with Mother Nature. She doesn't play fair, and she's tough. So you have your boat, you have permission from your family, you have your, what you expect to do with it, how are you going to get it serviced, and what's that going to take in time. We already know the money's going to be an endless pit. That's it. You're going to spend a lot more money than you ever expected. But as long as that brings you that much happiness, and that's what you want, then realize you've been informed, not warned, and you're prepared to make a decision now. I'm going to be out there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you see me and you'd like to talk, by all means, please come over and say hi. I particularly bought my other boat from Galati. They were the number one, hands down, company to buy a boat from. Absolutely, hands down, the best experience. I almost bought a Riviera, but because of the dealerships that are involved and because of Princess compared to their dealership, sorry, I'm not happy with them. I don't care for the way I was treated. I will never buy the product because of the dealerships. I will only buy a product that Galati has something to do with. It is what it is. I call it like I see it. That's how I was treated. As far as quality goes, I have a problem with quality because I was selling my boat and I told them they're such a great company. They'll take you on trips. Imagine if you bought a boat and you drove it 900 hours and you're going to sell it and you say, hey, go to the dealership because they're going to take you out on a ride with groups that buy boats and it's a lot of fun. I lost the sale. They came back to me and said, it's not for people that have sold the boat. It's only for original owners. What? You actually took my sale? I thought that was terrible. Maybe I'm wrong. It is what it is. I wish it wasn't that way. So that was a major problem for me. I hope you guys all have good experiences, but by all means, put them out here. I know this is the Carver Group, but you're all welcome to share stories. I love to see and talk to boaters. But call it like it is. Don't bash people. But if you had a bad experience, by all means, put it out here. And I'm going to close with this. If you want to know what's the best boat to buy, understand how you want to use it, and go on those forums on Facebook and talk to fellow boat owners. That's the best way to find out. That's all I have for you. I hope you have a great time at the show. I hope things get better for me with some of these dealers. Remember, once you buy that boat, that sales guy in most cases is gone down the road. I hope I'm wrong, but you're going to deal with their service department and all their employees. So hopefully that's good, but check on it. And that's what the point here is. Just because I don't have a good experience with somebody doesn't mean you shouldn't give them a chance. All right. Good night and have fun at the boat show. It's a wonderful time of the year. My name is Art Conforti, and you can catch me here or go over to Carver Yachting. Thanks.